Alright guys, I messed up big time and I'm really sorry. Just Franchise is currently canceled due to one little mistake. So basically what's going on is I started to save Just Franchise under the autosave right here. I went to go get a thumbnail under a different save. When I was under that different save, it autosaved it and it overrided this one. I didn't know that would happen. I'm stupid. So it's gone. Just Franchise is completely gone. With that being said, our brand new franchise is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers because Big Ben just announced that this is going to be his last season. So let's play as the Steelers. We're going to sim until the draft and we're going to try and get a QB and bring the Steelers back to a dynasty. As I always do, I ended up trading up in the draft. And yes, TJ Watt, the highest rated player on the Steelers, I did trade away. I know, as crazy as that is, but I wanted the number 1 and number 2 overall picks, so I had to do what I had to do. So these are the 2 trades I made. So left outside linebacker TJ Watt, 95 overall, and round 2 pick 39 for the round 1 pick 1 from the Eagles. Next up, round 1 pick 7 in the draft, as well as Claypool, wide receiver, 78 overall, over to the Giants for their round 1 pick 2. Next up, free agency. This was something that I really needed to take advantage of. We did have pretty low cap room, but I wanted to try and get a couple of pieces, maybe a wide receiver to replace Claypool and some other small pieces to go along. So for the very first person that I offered a contract was Will Fuller, 82 overall or 83 overall wide receiver, not a bad pickup. And because my cap space was so low, I actually just ended up going to the draft after getting Will Fuller because I felt like I could get pieces both in the draft and just later in the season and in the next draft. Which, speaking of next draft, make sure you watch until the very end of this video because I have an announcement to make that you guys have a chance to be in the NFL draft in the draft class for the Steelers franchise. So watch until the very end so you don't miss out on how you can do so. So with the number 1 and number 2 overall picks, I really had the freedom to really choose whoever I wanted for the first 2 picks. The number 1 overall pick, I already knew who I was going to draft. I made myself a cornerback and put myself in the draft class just for a little bit of a preview on what you guys can do if you watch until the very end. And as you can see, hidden dev, 97 speed. I have some insane stats. Next up, I was really desperate to get a quarterback because Big Ben was declining big time. So I got Spencer Rattler, and he looked actually pretty good, another hidden dev player as well. So in the draft, there weren't many good left outside linebackers, so I got a right outside linebacker that I might move over to the left side. But yeah, I ended up drafting Nick. He actually looked pretty okay. Next up, I decided to draft a running back just because I felt like the guy that we have now won't be good for the future. So I took a chance on this guy and he has 91 speed. So far not bad. So last but not least, I drafted a wide receiver and he looked okay. Normal dev, but let's go ahead and take a look at the draft recap. So the moment we've all been waiting for. How are the players that I drafted? I'm an 87 overall. Spencer is an 87 overall. Nick is a 72 overall. Then we got a 69 overall wide receiver. Nice. And a 66 overall running back. But obviously, number 1 and number 2 picks are insanely great. We have our future quarterback and an incredible cornerback as well. So now the fun part. I'm going to tell you guys how you can be in the next draft and have a chance to be drafted by the Steelers or just, get drafted by any team. And maybe later on I will trade for you. So what you got to do is go to the link in the description down below. Click that and fill out the form. The questions on there will be like player name, player position, jersey number, college, appearance, age, stuff like that. And just fill that out accordingly. And feel free to leave feedback as well, or a storyline that you would like for your player. But that's going to do it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the draft. We got a really good quarterback, the right outside linebacker, and of course drafted myself as a cornerback. So who is excited for season 1? We open it up by playing the Atlanta Falcons. It's going to be a great game, so make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss out. And other than that, guys, I will catch you in my next video.